Hey everyone, it's MrFlyingPigHD here. Q&A video time. I'm going to do this on Saturdays probably. This is called a Saturday Q&A. Thanks everyone for sending in questions, and I'll probably do this again, so you can just keep sending in those questions. But let's get this right underway. Let's kick this off. Chris O'Donoghue asks, would you have Suarez at United? No. That guy's an absolute cock. He's a serious cock. I definitely wouldn't have Suarez at United. I mean, in terms of football and talent, definitely. But no, he racially abused Patrice Evra. He bit Branislav Ivanovic. Fuck you, Luis Suarez. Definitely not. Although, from a football and talent point of view, yes. But from a personality and everything else point of view, hell no. The true Geordie NUFC. If Rooney left and you had to choose between him going to Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and City, who would it be and why, man? Well, it would probably be definitely not Man City, because they're just scum. They'd put up a billboard saying welcome to Roonchester, and they'd just be absolute knobs about it forever. That whole Carlos Tevez incident really left a sour taste in my mouth. Definitely not Manchester City. Definitely not Liverpool, just because they're absolute scum and they're history's biggest rivals, or our biggest rivals in history rather. And definitely not Liverpool. No chance. They can just absolutely jog on from the scenario. Between Arsenal and Chelsea, then, well, I'd probably have to go for Arsenal, just because they've done things right over the years in terms of financially and building the club and stadiums, and and then they've had a bit of lack of success, whereas Chelsea just had some rich oligarch come in and spend shitloads of money and effectively buy them trophies. So I definitely wouldn't want them to go to Chelsea either. So out of the four, Arsenal obviously don't want them to go to anyone. But yeah, that was from the True Geordie NUFC. If you haven't seen the True Geordie's YouTube channel, check it out. Just search the True Geordie. He's a freaking hero, and he's very good with his analysis. Is top notch, and he's just funny, and he gets really angry, and it's just funny. So check him out, the True Geordie. Thanks for the question. Next question. Charlie Ackford asks, Anderson or Cleverley? Anderson or Cleverley? Well, obviously neither, because they're both absolutely terrible. But if I was going to have to choose one, I'd probably go for Fat Anderson, as long as he laid off the pies. How many Frey Bentos does that guy get through in a week? That's what I want to know. Little_AIG Hannah. How many hairs do you have on your chest? Right, that's a bit of a strange question. Let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 616, 617, 618, 619, 620, 621, 622, 623, 625, 800. Fuck! Samad asks, if you, Anderson and Cleverley were in the same room, what would you do? Good question. No, I don't know what I do. I do know what I do. I go like this, I get their both heads, and I go, what are you doing, lads? You are shit. And then I'd say, jog on, lads, probably. Chris O'Donoghue asks, do you prefer a manly man or a guy with female characteristics? What sort of a question is that? Okay. Well, I have to say manly man, to be honest. What do you mean? Bloody female characteristics? Hey, what do you mean? Like a tranny or something? Or like no, I think he means like, sort of, effeminate guys. I'd probably prefer manly man. I'd say I'm a manly man. You can be the judge of that. But I'd say, yeah, I'm a manly man. I prefer manly men. I like blokes who like football and all that shit. But I don't really understand that question, mate. That's a bit of a weird question. So I'm just going to say I like women. Maggie Kamara says, what is the story behind MrFlyingPigHD, the name? Now, it's because when I used to play youth football, I was a goalkeeper, and I was pretty good. I used to fly around the air. I was all over the shop. I mean, look at the size of these freaking hands, man. To be fair, these are big freaking hands. And no, but anyway, I was a bit on the porky side, so maybe you could say that I still am, to be fair. Yeah, I still am. And yeah, but I used to fly around like a flying pig, and that's the reason why. Danny Corbett asks, here is one for you, MrFlyingPigHD. Oh no, actually just Mr. Fap. Mr. Fap. Who is the biggest twat ever to play for Looney Pool, or are they all twats? Well, that's a good question. I'd actually say no, they're not all twats. There's been a couple of legends come out of there. I like Deep Mahaman. I just like him as a bloke. Nice bloke. Who else? No, that's it. That's all the nice blokes that come out of Liverpool. But no, seriously, yeah, I'd say who the biggest twats back in the day. Robbie Fowler used to piss me right off. I used to hate that guy. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong, absolutely great striker. Don't know what happened to him at the end of his career, but in the first part of his career, he was absolutely quality for Liverpool. But yeah, absolute cock, used to wind me right up. His face is really annoying. But modern day, I would say it's got to be Luis Suarez. Come on, you can't say anybody but Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez is an absolute cock. Martin Youssef asks, what is your opinion on today's mainstream music and which bands and artists do you like listening to? Good question. Right, well, I don't really like mainstream music at the moment, to be honest with you. You've got knobheads like Justin Bieber, who deserves one of those. You've got people like Miley Cyrus, who needs one of those. You've got a bunch of knobheads who are selling millions of records, man. You've got songs like freaking What Does the Fox Say, doing so well globally and all that. Fuck that shit. That is the most awful song I've ever heard in my life. But anyway, bands that I like, there's not really too many that are around at the moment. My favourite artist is probably Newton Faulkner at the moment. Love that guy. He's not too well known, especially abroad, but yeah, Newton Faulkner, absolute legend. I like Coldplay. I like, to be honest, most of the music I like sort of like older rock stuff. I like hip hop, a bit of Dre, Snoop, Tupac, all that type of stuff. I like rock music like Guns N' Roses, Metallica, even though that's technically metal, but whatever. Random stuff like Sam Cooke and the Lighthouse Family, and just a bunch of totally random stuff, do you know what I mean? So that's who I like. Not really too many bands and artists around that I like at the moment. I like John Newman, actually. John Newman's good. But yeah, mainstream music at the moment is a bit gash. Tosspot, aka Turtle Toucher 57, says, do you have sex wearing that hat? First of all, why do you want to know that, mate? Secondly, no, I definitely do not have sex wearing this hat. That would just be weird and creepy. That's what this military-style cowboy hat's for. Hoorah! So that was my Q&A video. Please give this video a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Also, please comment below if you want to ask me a question for the next video. Just put Q&A at the start and I'll use that for my next video. Or you can tweet me at MrFlyingPigHD. But I hope you enjoyed this Q&A video. If it gets a decent response, I'll probably do one every week or every 2 weeks or something like that. And please keep sending in the questions, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, MrFlyingPigHD. Take it easy, and I'll see you for the game tomorrow against Chelsea Scum. Cheers.